my God, chat. Oh my God. We haven't had one of these moments. We haven't had one of these moments. But it's time. It's time. Warrant issued of far-right streamer Tim Baked Elastic Geonet after he violates release conditions, fails to show in court. The 33-year-old, whose full name is Anthony Joseph Geonet, is known for his extreme over-the-top internet stunts. He showed up without a mask in October inside a Flagstaff business and live stream reactions. His antics have increasingly led him to being banned from social media platforms. Geonet's live streaming last week for the nation's capital brought him a fresh round of publicity, including a critical account in the New York Times by a former coworker at BuzzFeed, a news and entertainment website. The Times column described it as the story of a man being rewarded for being violent white nationalists and getting the attention and affirmation he's apparently desperate for. Please play I Love Our Cops. I don't think we can. I don't think we can, chat. I don't think we can. I think he was banned on Twitch, right? Was Baked Alaska banned on Twitch? Maybe he wasn't. Is there a place that you can look for people that are banned on Twitch? His D Live channel has been suspended. Baked Alaska has been suspended. Also, LOL, 8 viewer Andes. D Live sucks shit, doesn't it? Holy fuck. Streamer bans? I mean, that's a Twitter account. That's not gonna get. You'll love to see it. All right, that was some pretty fucking hype ass shit. You know what I'm saying, chat? That was some pretty hype ass shit. Anonymous gifter, thanks for gifting a sub to Hot Mom. Hot Mom, really? Hot Mom. We're going with Hot Mom now. Is that what we're doing right now? We're going with Hot Mom. All right, so speaking of making fun of Trumples, this CNN reporter had a rant that I found kind of funny.
I want to take a moment now to address the notion that we need to listen to Trump supporters who are somehow being silenced or censored. In the hour before the deadly riot at the U.S. Capitol, President Trump told his supporters, quote, "Make your voices heard." Let me show you some of the, quote, very special people he wants us to hear from. For instance, there's this wise shaman, the guy wearing the badger pelt and face paint. This is a prominent QAnon crackpot and longtime Trump supporter. He was taken into custody on Saturday, charged with violent entry into the U.S. Capitol.
No, it's going to
take
a couple years.
This morning, I am very hard-pressed to see what this mad minotaur has to teach us. How about this guy? He left a nasty note in Speaker Nancy Pelosi's office and stole some of her mail. I guess he didn't know that's a federal crime. I'm not sure we should take any pointers from him. Are we supposed to listen to members of this bloodthirsty mob beating people with bats and clubs? For the record, I don't think the arsonists and vandals who caused damage in Portland and other cities this summer should be listened to either. But I don't hear any political leaders saying they should be.
Oh, good idea.
The violent mob that descended on the Capitol had their chance to have a say on Wednesday. Hundreds of journalists with cameras were positioned along the protest route to capture the rioters' feelings and anger. But instead of speaking out peacefully, they broke windows, they scaled walls, they carried a Confederate flag into the Capitol Rotunda, they defecated in the halls of the U.S. Capitol, and they killed a police officer. If you're a regular watcher of New Day, you know that for the past 5 years, we've put together voter panels with dozens of Trump supporters for the express purpose of listening to their feelings and motivation. I've always believed in hearing and understanding all sides.
Hey, thanks for the 17 months, buddy. And Buzz Brewer, thank you as well.
Listening to Trump supporters today versus 4 years ago is how many of them have become delusional and untethered from reality. According to Reuters, 68% of Trump supporters believe the 2020 election was, quote, rigged and stolen, despite the dozens of Trump-appointed judges and Republican secretaries of state who tell them otherwise. 37% of Trump supporters believe the QAnon conspiracy theory that a ring of satanic pedophiles have taken over the U.S. government. I still believe in hearing all sides, except the crazy, violent side. And if you're someone who keeps falling for these lies, you have also lost your right to be heard. By the way, there are also 3 networks and dozens of online sites devoted almost exclusively to amplifying President Trump's nonsense. So spare us, Senator Ted Cruz and Congressman Mo Brooks, and anyone else who thinks that somehow Trump supporters have been silenced. It's not true. We've heard them loudly and clearly for 4 years, and their words led to an armed insurrection. We don't need to listen to the madness anymore.
There you go, chat. About time, libs. Now that Trump is out of office, now they're all gonna, and the last week, they're gonna come out with all these sanctimonious comments where they're like, yeah, we don't have to listen to all these crazies. Meanwhile, we were amplifying them non-stop. Non-fucking stop. She did mention the Confederate flag wearer. The guy who flew a Confederate flag in the Capitol has predictably surrendered. My favorite headline of the day. A protester stands with a Confederate flag after storming the Capitol during the joint session of Congress in which members were to certify the 2020 presidential election. A man who brought a Confederate flag into the Capitol during the insurrection last week has, predictably, surrendered. Kevin Seafried has been identified as the middle-aged goateed man who was photographed carrying a huge and historically racist Confederate flag as he marched uninvited around the halls of Congress on January 6th. He surrendered to authorities in Wilmington, Delaware on Thursday, along with his son, Hunter Seafried. Of course. Kevin and Hunter. Oh, the whitest names I can think of. Anyway, the Seafrieds were, oh my God, Siegfrieds? Their name is practically Sig Heil. The simulation is cracking again. The simulation is too fucking obvious, man. The simulation is so fucking bad. The author of our simulation script is so bad. The Matrix sucks. I know, right? Our Matrix sucks. The Seafrieds were arrested after Hunter Seafried allegedly boasted about being parts of the riots to a co-worker. The unidentified co-worker then told the FBI. The 2 men confessed their riot attendance to FBI investigators. According to court documents, Kevin told authorities that he normally flies the Confederate flag in front of his Delaware home. During the Capitol siege, scholars and news outlets reported that it was the first time the Confederate flag had been inside the Capitol as an act of insurrection. Siegfried's surrender is the latest in a string of high-profile arrests and of the accused Capitol rioters. Okay, so far authorities have identified and charged more than 80 people in connection with the siege in D.C. Earlier this week, a bearded man photographed rioting wearing a Camp Auschwitz sweatshirt was detained in Virginia. He was charged with entering a restricted building without lawful authority and violent entry and disorderly conduct on Capitol grounds. So they got the Nazi and they got the Confederate. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. You fucking love this. We now have a YouTube channel, exclamation point, YouTube. Look how many new videos have been posted. 5 new videos. They're all between 8 and 25 minutes. Perfect videos. Get in there. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit the YouTube subscription button. What are you doing?